Hey guys, today in this video I'm going to be bringing you my Flower Cardian deck profile. It's a bit of a unique deck. Isn't probably not particularly great this format, especially seeing as you can't run really any hand traps. So if you go second you kind of die. But it's a very fun deck and I've had loads of fun playing it in the past. So without further ado I will get into the profile. So we're on 1 Paulownia with Phoenix, and then 3 copies of Paulownia. We're on 3 copies of Willow with Calligrapher, and then 3 copies of Willow. We're on 3 copies of Maple with Deer, and then 1 copy of Zebragrass with Moon, 2 copies of Zebragrass, 2 copies of Clover with Boar, 3 copies of Peony with Butterfly, 3 copies of Cherry Blossom with Curtain, 3 copies of Cherry Blossom, 1 copy of Pine with Crane, and 3 copies of Pine. So you kind of run every single flower cardian there is. I only like running one of each of the with cards, so like with Phoenix, with Moon, with Crane. I think they're all one-offs. I don't think they're particularly great to open with. The only exceptions being Willow with Calligrapher and Cherry Blossom with Curtain. Oh, and the with Deer and with Boar, but they don't have a side counterpart. So I think it's only worth running one each of the with names. The whole gist of the deck is to draw, but they all have their own little bonus effects on top of it. So I'll just give you a brief rundown of what each one does. So Flower Cardian Pine is just a quick normal summon and then draw 1 card, show it. If it's a Flower Cardian, you keep it. If it's not a Flower Cardian, then it goes to the grave. That's like the same effect on all of them, which is why you basically only run a deck of Flower Cardians. Then if it's destroyed and sent to the grave, this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the grave, you can draw 1 card. So it gets you 2 draws, and who doesn't like drawing cards? That second effect does not lock you under the restriction of having to draw a Flower Cardian. Pine with Crane is it's kind of just another extender to have. If you have a Pine on the field, you can do Pine with Crane by tributing Pine. Then you draw 1 card, show it, then special summon if it's a Flower Cardian, otherwise send it to the graveyard. So 3 copies of Cherry Blossom. This is a special summon if you control a level 2 or lower Flower Cardian, so Pine or Pine with Crane. And then you contribute 1 other Flower Cardian monster. Just tribute 1 Flower Cardian, it doesn't have to be others, it can tribute yourself. So you tribute 1 Flower Cardian, draw 1 card, then if it's a Flower Cardian, you can take 1 other Flower Cardian from your deck and add it to your hand, or special summon it. Otherwise, if it's not a Flower Cardian that you drew, you send it to the graveyard. So it's just a good extender, helps you get to the specific Flower Cardian you want, rather than having to take the luck of the draw. Cherry Blossom with Curtain is probably my favourite extender in the deck. It's good, it's fun. If your opponent doesn't know what the hell they're doing, then you can get away with some ridiculous stuff. So Cherry Blossom with Curtain says, reveal it, and then draw 1 card, show it. If it's a Flower Cardian, special summon Curtain. If it's not a Flower Cardian, then send it to the graveyard. And then it's also a attack modulation, which is sort of helpful, I guess. But what's funny about this is it's not a once per turn. So if you reveal it in hand, draw a card. Well, if you reveal it in hand, attempt to draw a card, your opponent Ash Blossoms it, you can just say, okay, I activate Cherry Blossom with Curtain, because it is not once per turn. You can just do that. It's funny. It's funny when that happens. But yeah, Clover with Boar is your your monster removal. So you tribute one Flower Cardian, special summon Clover with Ball, and then if it's special summon, you draw one card, show it. If it's a Flower Cardian, you destroy one monster your opponent controls, otherwise you send the drawn card to the graveyard. Peony with Butterfly is one of your 2 tuners for the deck. Also helps you kind of prepare what you're drawing. So you tribute one Flower Cardian, special summon this, and then you draw one card, reveal it. If it's a Flower Cardian, you look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and place them on the bottom or top of the deck in any order. Otherwise you send the drawn card to the graveyard. And then also when it's used to synchro summon, you make this and every other material a level 2. Zebra with Grass kind of allows for your recursion in the deck. So you summon this while you control a level 7 or lower Flower Cardian, and then when it's special summoned, you can reveal any number of Flower Cardian monsters in your hand, shuffle them into the deck, and draw the same number of cards. So say you only opened your with names, so all the names that need like a tribute to special summon, then you can just shuffle all of those back and then draw the same amount. So it kind of just helps you refresh your hand if needed. Grass with Moon, it's just another extender. So tribute a Zebra Grass, special summon it. If you do, just draw a card, show it. If it's a Flower Cardian, special summon it, otherwise send it to the graveyard. Maple with Deer is your spell and trap removal. So this one is tribute one Flower Cardian, special summon it, then draw one card, show it. If it's a Flower Cardian, destroy one spell or trap, and then, or well, if it's not a Flower Cardian, send it to the graveyard. We run 3 Flower Cardian Willow. This is probably one of the best cards in the deck. So if you control a level 10 or lower Flower Cardian, you just special summon it, and then you can target one Flower Cardian monster in your graveyard, shuffle it, and then draw one. Doesn't have any restriction on it, like for the draw, you just draw one, doesn't matter what you draw. But this is also not once per turn, so you can kind of just like whittle your deck down to like just like willows and like just Flower Cardian cards, and you can just keep shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw, shuffle, draw. You just keep repeating the Willow effect, and it's bonkers. We're on 3 Willow with Calligrapher. This is your other tuner in the deck. This one you have to tribute a level 11 Flower Cardian monster, so your Flower Cardian Willow. And then special summon Willow with Calligrapher. When it's special summon, draw a card. If it's Flower Cardian, special summon it. If it's not, then send it to the grave. And then same effect as Peony, where when it's used for a synchro summon, all materials used for it are turned to a level 2. And then 3 Flower Cardian Polonia. If you control a level 11 or lower Flower Cardian, you can special summon it. And then this one doesn't actually draw you a card on the summon. It's when this card is targeted for an attack, you negate the attack, end the battle phase, and then draw one card. So you can kinda sit behind this if you really have nothing, because like they can't destroy it by battle. Unfortunately, it's still destroyable by card effect, so if your opponent removes it that way, then you're scuppered. But yeah, and then 1 Polonia with Phoenix. It's just again another extender. Tribute a level 12 Flower Cardian, and then if it's special summon, draw one card, show it. If it's Flower Cardian, special summon it. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. And then once per turn, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can draw one card. And all of the like with names, well, all of like the big with names have 2000 attack. So, like, not for nothing, they are okay beat sticks, I guess. And then that's it for the monsters. For the spells and traps of the deck, we run 3 Flower Gathering. If this was in any other deck, it would have been banned years ago, because it is just stupid. It is literally just a special summon 4 from deck. Okay, happy days. Special summon 4 from deck with 100 attack and different names. So this is all of your like smaller Flower Cardians, so as seen on the picture, Pine, Polonia, Zebragrass, Willow, and then Cherry Blossom was later added as well. You can summon Cherry Blossom as well. It's literally just special summon 4. Their effects are negated, but you don't really care. You just special summon 4 monsters from the deck for free. So it's nuts. And if it was in any other deck, then it would very much so be banned. We run 2 copies of Super All-In. This card is basically the ultimate gamble, and I love it. But if you don't gamble correctly, then you can kind of just scoop on the spot. It allows you to return 1 synchro monster that you control to the extra deck, and then special summon 4 Flower Guardians from grave, and then draw 1 card, show it. If it's a Flower Guardian, you special summon it, ignoring the summoning conditions. Otherwise, destroy as many monsters you control as possible, and if you destroyed at least 1, half your life points. So, as the name implies, you are kind of going all in on the gamble, but when it pays off, whew, nutty. Run 2 copies of Super Koi Koi. This is kind of like Pot of Extra, kind of better, kind of worse. You excavate the top 3 of your deck, and then you special summon all the Flower Guardians that are revealed, ignoring their summoning conditions, and they all become level 2. And then it also has a graveyard effect to banish itself from the grave, and then tribute 1 monster, special summon 1 Flower Guardian from your hand, ignoring the summoning conditions. So that kind of helps when you get into like the trouble of you have Polonia with Phoenix, but you only have a Zebra Grass on field. You can use Super Koi Koi in grave, banish it, tribute the Zebra Grass, summon Polonia with Phoenix, and then can kind of keep trying to play from there. Run 1 copy of Flower Stacking. This just sets up the next 3 draws for you, and it's phenomenal because you can literally just build a custom hand essentially. And then you can banish it from the grave and add a Flower Guardian back, which helps for follow-up if it's needed. And then 1 copy of Fraud Freeze. It's probably not worth running at all this format, because yeah, I mean, like, overall it's probably just not a great card to be running in Flower Guardians. I like it. It's 1 per turn. When your opponent special summons a monster or monsters from the hand, you can return to the hand all monsters your opponent controls that were special summoned from the hand. If neither player controls a Flower Guardian synchro monster, send this card to the graveyard. But I like it as a card, or as a concept anyway, but it's probably not too good this format, because a lot of it is special summoning from the deck or the banishment for the extra deck, not necessarily from the hand. But that's it for the main deck. And then onto the extra deck, we're running 1 Boardy Fly, 2 Moon Viewing, 3 copies of Light Shower, and then 2 copies of Light Flare. You could literally just run 3, 3, 3, 3. You can't really run anything else in the extra deck because you get locked into Flower Guardians. But, like, to be fair, the extra deck monsters themselves aren't too bad. Like, Light Flare is a 5k beat stick that has a quick effect spell trap negate. It has a passive monster effect negation when it battles, and then when it's destroyed because of an opponent's card effect, then you can special summon 1 Flower Guardian synchro monster from your extra deck. So if this goes to grave because of your opponent, you can summon a Light Shower, you can summon a Moon Viewing, or you can summon a Boardy Fly. But overall, it's just good to have a 5k beat stick. Who doesn't like 5k beat stick? Light Shower is like probably your like main man. He kind of helps your board stay together, because he says that your opponent cannot target Flower Guardian monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then during your draw phase, you can choose to either during your opponent's draw phase, if they draw a card, you inflict 1500 points of damage to them. And then during your opponent's end phase, you activate his effect to either skip your next draw phase, or negate this card's other effects until your opponent's next standby phase. Which, with the amount of like recursion in your graveyard and just the size of your hand at the end of your turn, you don't really ever need to draw again because the rest of your cards kind of just draw for you. So you can just consistently burn them for 1500 every turn. Moon viewing is it's just a free draw because like it skips your draw phase when you activate it, but it's literally just summon it, activate the draw a card, show it. If it's a Flower Guardian, special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. But it has no restriction to if it's not a Flower Guardian. So if you draw, say, your Flower Gathering, okay, you still keep it. Happy days. And then it has the same effect as the other two tuners because Moonflower Viewing is also a tuner. And if you use it for synchro summoning, all the materials are treated as level 2. And then Bodyfly is kind of good, especially in like going up against decks that rely on the graveyard a lot. So it also allows your Flower Guardians to deal piercing damage, which fine, fair enough, happy days. But you can banish one Flower Guardian monster from your graveyard, and then until the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent can activate effects of cards in the graveyard. Also, they cannot special summon monsters from the graveyard, which is pretty good if you are up against like a graveyard heavy deck, because like Bodyfly kind of just solos it. But it's also probably like the least like common one that I summon. The rest of them all get summoned, but Bodyfly is probably like the one that you won't summon unless you have like a reason to summon it. But that's it for the Flower Guardian deck profile, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!